Today is January 15th. The rundown. There's no protesting going on in your cities, right? This is just Boston today?
Yep.
So we woke up, this is right near our office, with people sitting like attached to trash cans with sand in them, blocking the highways, causing a mess. Everyone here at the office was late. I actually slept late, so I didn't sit in the traffic. I guess we can kind of combine story 1 and 2. So I said that these people deserve to be murdered. I stand by that. These protesters are the worst, like the worst. We're now under attack by Anonymous. That's not a good thing. It's not my first rodeo. I've butted heads with them before during like the entire KO Barstool thing. So it's not my first dealings with these people. I don't know what you guys, KFC, I see you already like running for the hills.
Oh, I'm out. I don't fuck with. I'm not even gonna mention their name. I don't fuck with those guys. I didn't sign up for that. The pirate's life can only go on so long. I don't want to jump ship. Sometimes it's just about self-preservation, and you got to live to fight another day. So, I'm touch and go right now. Right now, I feel like we're all right. If they kick it up a notch and they start coming after me, I'm out.
Monday's rundown doesn't really help, Dave. You like preaching that we need to be loyal and stuff. After you were like, "Oh, I'll release anything that's funny to me."
Well, yeah, no, but when you're under attack, I forget what I was talking about before. This is classic Gladiator. Everybody's going to get together in a tight little circle, and you hold your shields up, and you follow. I mean, KFC, you hate the protesters as much as me. It's just disappointing to see you be this spineless and this quick just to jump. I mean, I turned around, and I already saw the splash from you being in the water. Like, they hadn't even finished the tweet. I'm like, I think I turned and I'm like, where's KFC? Oh, he's on the raft. He's already like 500 miles away.
I'm rowing home right now, baby. I'm going to live, though. Listen, I will go to war with you quite literally with any other group in like the whole world. I would go to war with you against ISIS before I fucked with these guys. These guys are no joke, man.
Yeah, but we got the dev nest scrambling.
We got the dev nest.
The dev nest.
Listen.
Direct quote from Dev Nest Nate. He said if they decide to come at us, it'll take less than 30 seconds before we're all gone.
Which, by the way, I think that's actually in our favor because it's like almost like leaving the front door open. What robber worth their salt wants to spend more than 5 minutes in the house when you just make it so easy? Like there's no thrill of hacking us. It's so simple.
I think you're gonna realize we're like too dumb to even bother. We're just like idiots. Let us go about our day.
I have a question for you, Dave. The protesters, is that hyperbole, or you actually want them murdered?
I think they deserve to be murdered.
Okay, so that's not hyperbole. You're being dead honest.
Dead honest.
Okay,
I wouldn't murder somebody. I don't have that in my DNA. But those people deserve to be murdered.
No,
Absolutely.
They deserve to be arrested. They deserve to get like a billion hours of community service and actually have to do something. They deserve to be sent on work release and make all of our license plates and put them in that kind of hell. That's what you do to get those.
You think these fucking people are going to listen to what they tell you to do on work release? Or that they're going to be a drain? They're costing taxpayers money. This is not this. I keep saying this. It has zippo, nothing to do with Ferguson. These are serial protester losers. The same people are at Occupy Wall Street. They don't care about the cause. They are mad at society. They are mad at America. And I asked the guy at Occupy Wall, where would you live? Where's better? They had no answer. You got to put these people in North Dakota. Get all the North Dakota people out of there. Go live by your own fucking no rules, no society shit and see what happens. You'll eat each other. Until then, murder them because, Dan, they don't care. They don't listen. They're going to block shit. They're a drain on everything.
All right. The saying they need to be murdered is, I can't agree with that.
Deserve to be murdered. They deserve to be dead.
I'm not going to agree with that. I do think they're scumbags, but I will say this. The fact that you can't find even a little bit of humor in someone sitting on a highway and pooping their pants and putting their arm in a fucking concrete barrel is beyond me. Because you fucking laugh at everything.
That's not funny.
That guy who committed suicide, and you can't laugh at these guys.
That was funny. This is not funny. This is not funny.
Dave, you can't separate yourself for 1 second and just the fucking the backhoe scooping these fat protesters up. That's a funny visual. That's a funny visual.
Here is what gets me so mad.
What gets you so mad is it affects directly you, and that's
I don't like the guy. When you are doing stuff that is such a small minority of people, like what were there, 30 of these fucking clowns, and you're affecting like hundreds of thousands of people. Okay. That drives me bananas. I cannot, like, it makes my blood boil. These people are just, they're not accomplishing anything. They have no purpose except to create mayhem for everybody else.
If I saw the story about the ambulance not being able to get to the hospital. If someone dies or someone gets injured more than, they should all be charged with manslaughter. I'm all for all of that. They're scumbags. They're awful people. But the fact that you, Dave Portnoy, who laughs at other people fucking committing suicide, can't remove himself for a second and say a grown person who poops their pants in the middle of the highway with their hand in a concrete barrel isn't a little bit funny.
No, these people are bums. And the suicide thing, before everyone starts saying I laugh at suicide, I thought it was funny that the guy with one leg who got carried out, they said that particular incident was like set him off, like getting carried out of MSG. I saw humor in that sentence. This I don't find funny. These are bums. Like, I don't think it's funny when a bum poops himself. These people are bums.
So you're saying we're going to take that fat chick who pooped her pants. We're going to put her head on the chopping block. And there's going to be a dude with a fucking axe there. And you get to be the emperor. You get to go up or down. You're just going to be like, kill her.
No, let me say this. I went to cockfighting in Puerto Rico. I thought I'd like it. Like the two cocks pecking at each other. It was disgusting. I had to leave. I don't want to watch this person die, but you kill her and you say she's dead and you say anybody else is going to go into the middle of the street. And I'm going to tell you something else about this girl. No one would care, because if anyone cared about this girl or she had any sort of personal relationship, she wouldn't be locking herself to a fucking trash can in the middle of the street. The only way these people are going to stop is a strong message. Put him in jail, puts a fucking roof over their head for a day. They're happy about that.
You don't want to get your hands dirty. I'm just shocked at the man who laughs at everything in the world can't remove himself for 1 second because, oh no, his commute almost got fucked up, and say, Feidelberg sent me a picture of a police officer chainsawing a fucking concrete barrel off this fat chick's arm. That was hilarious.
That's not funny to me.
That's fucking hysterical.
It's not funny to me.
Yes, it is.
It's infuriating.
Their message isn't funny, but the visuals and how ridiculous they are, that you can find humor in that.
No, I don't find humor in disrupting people's lives.
You're so
for no point.
Everything you do. Oh my god.
What?
That's you laugh at everything. And then
I laugh at stuff I find funny. This stuff I find infuriating.
Yeah, the one time it kind of affects your life.
It hasn't affected me personally at all yet. At all. It hasn't affected me at all. Well, but if it did, it would go. But people have lives. People have nothing to do with it. It's like you have no sense of anything to be doing this shit. It's bananas. It's not funny. These people aren't funny. They're imbeciles. They're morons.
They're not funny. The visuals that I saw. The
visual. Time out.
Listen, it's the exact same thing. Like the French police. Awful, tragic thing that happened in France. The French police pushing each other up the hill and falling. You can separate your brain and be like,
yeah, that's what you said. All right, fine. I don't know if we're getting confused. I don't know if we're getting confused. Like, I thought the caption contest of somebody being like, I thought this as a vending machine was funny.
Right. So I think, I asked you, can you find some humor in this? And you basically have said no.
I don't find, we're getting confused. When I see, I laughed at that picture, the caption contest, somebody making fun of it. I don't find humor in, the situation of what they're doing. They wore diapers, so I'm, laughing at the situation. If I see a funny picture or something, but I don't, there's nothing funny to me in the idea of these people sitting down in the middle of the highway. That's not remotely funny to me. And
I those pictures and I kind of laugh.
Well, there's some, like, again, the caption content, you look at the people, the Grimace lady's scarier than Anonymous, by the way. Like, I don't know, we have a picture of her eyes. She's psycho. The whole thing is infuriating to me. And it's crazy on Anonymous, by the way, to be like, we support that free speech, but we don't support you saying you think they should be murdered.
By the way, so to Anonymous, are we battening down the hatches? What are we doing?
I don't know. I don't know what to do. We're very hackable, I'm sure. But what they don't know is we're always 3 steps ahead. So when KFC is swimming ashore and asking to get a job, it would become a Twitter egg at Bleacher Report. We're launching a whole fucking new website that they can't hack because it's not even online yet.
I was gonna say, we're using the H word too much. We're mentioning them by name too much. Let's just move on to the next topic.
Listen, I'm not worried about that. I don't want them coming at my Snapchat. That's like,
here's what's gonna happen. They're not gonna do anything because they probably already forgot about us, and then you're gonna create like a Batman, Superman, Wolf of Wall Street mashup, saying, "Did the press do it again?" and walk around and be like, "I beat Anonymous." That's all that's gonna happen.
By the way, literally, your Braveheart video was like quite literally the worst thing you could have picked. You realize that, right?
Will you fight? Against that? No! We will run! And we will live.
Oh, man! They all died!
Yeah.
Oh.
They all died.
yeah, it's called die. It's called. I'm not saying we're gonna live. I'm on the record as saying I think Anonymous is the most frightening. I'm petrified of the deep black internet. It's called dying with honor. It's called going down with the ship.
I would rather just stay alive, bro. We will run and we will live.
Yeah, that's why it was perfect.
Give me Herb Brooks or something. Give me something to like rally the troops. Stop like, hey, look at this one where he makes them all stick around and then they all die a gruesome death.
No. First of all, they won that battle. They won that
to not be independent just like 20 minutes ago.
They
died 1,000 years ago so that Scotland could be like, nah, we don't want to be independent anyway.
They won that fight, and listen, I'm not trying to sugarcoat this. This is a terrible enemy. This is somebody we can't overcome. This is like, if you see something, it's like a little ship rollicking along the ocean going against a full-blown navy. We have no fucking chance versus these guys, but I'm still going, and I still have my pedal. My foot is on the gas going towards them because I fight for what's right. I raise the pirate flag, and I say fire before we're even fired upon because that's what we do, KFC. And I'd like a little loyalty and say, I just watched the movie Fury the other day. Have you seen that?
No, I have not.
What?
No, I haven't.
Well,
either.
you two should watch it because they know they're going to die, but they stay in the tank and they try to fight because that's what you do. Sometimes you have to fight for bigger things. If we're just going to get pushed around, if people think Anonymous can push us around, who's next? Everyone's going to just start pushing us around the internet. Oh, we can say whatever we want. We know KFC's got his parachute vest.
No.
He walks around
already. There's only one group, and it's these guys. You picked the fight. You picked a fight with the #1 do not fuck with group on the internet.
I didn't pick the fight. They came at me.
Well, whatever. Either way, it's the one group that I'm not down to fucking die with.
What about 4chan?
They're probably. I don't know what 4chan's like Reddit, man. They're not like an agenda to take you down.
4chan and Anonymous hate each other. We need to wedge those two against each other.
Listen. We got some guys, I don't want to say anything, on the dark internet right now looking for allies. So, and again, this isn't the first time that Anonymous has made threats against me. Everyone, it's part of the deal. It's part when you're a pirate ship, you have no friends. But you can't have your first mate, your second mate, just like jumping overboard. The first sign of rocky waters, you're gone. That's garbage.
I changed my Twitter handle to throw them off they don't even know who I am now. I'm Anonymous Hacker 4chan Big Cat. What is that? I'm not gonna fight them directly, but I'm gonna lay in the weeds and not do anything. So basically what Kevin's doing, just kinda like lay under the boat.
No, I mean Kevin
I'm rowing to shore. I will survive. You will go down with the ship, bro. You're on the Titanic right now. I am pushing women and children out of the way to get onto my lifeboat.
Dave, you have to at least respect that Kevin's open about it. He's not pulling punches. He's gone.
I know. I don't respect that. I mean, I don't respect it at all. I'm fighting I don't know. Did Nate, I think Nate said he was with me. Lewis at first came up and said he was out, and then dead serious. He's like, we'll just get one of them and try to find one of them and beat them up. Like they know, like you have to go like schoolyard tactics with them or something. I don't know, whatever. We're here. By the time this thing's over, I'll probably go back on I think we will go down.
Which actually is nice for, like, I'll just take a nap or watch a movie.
Right.
Yeah, it's a vacation. It's a snow day. It's a blogger snow day, really.
It's just, I don't know how. I'm like, Nate, how do we get back up? And he didn't have a great answer. So I don't.
That's a great.
Lewis is right, though, to take it offline. You can't beat Anonymous on the internet. You got to, schoolyard tactics. Beat him up. Be like.
Yeah, let's take it to Cyberdust. Let's move the fucking site to Cyberdust. Cuban will house us.
I'm getting nervous just talking about these guys.
What'll they do if I just go back old school and start delivering newspapers? Can't hack a newspaper. That'll teach them a thing or two. Anyways, moving on. Porn contest threesome. So this radio station, they've done it for a couple of years. They give away a threesome with 3 porn stars. The question, I guess, is, would you do this, KFC?
I don't think I can honestly say that. I mean, just because, like,
because you're a pussy, that's already been developed.
Yeah, like if you, I mean, I'm not gonna fuck 3 porn stars on camera when I've got a family and people that would fucking like devastate. You know what I mean? If I had nothing to live for, I'd be doing this every fucking year. But if you want my honest answer, like, you're gonna say that you would do it, and you wouldn't do it, Dave. You're a liar. You're just saying it because you're
saying I'm fighting Anonymous right now, but you say I won't do this.
There's absolutely no way you would do that.
Wait,
on camera. No chance.
Do they videotape? Do they videotape you?
That's the whole point. They release it on fuckafan.com. So why don't you just fuck 3 girls and put it on the internet right now, Dave? You're not going to do that.
What 3 girls are going to fuck me right now, KFC?
I would do this. I would do it. I would do it if it was like you get to fuck 3 porn stars and no one knows. You just like get their numbers. But people don't need to see me having sex. That's just not.
That's very true. Nobody wants to see that.
No one needs to see that. I'm self-aware enough to know that the world doesn't need that.
I wouldn't do it. I don't say I do things because, again, your face is out there. If you could wear a mask. I mean, how does a normal guy even fuck 3 porn stars? Would you take like the pill?
That's crazy. Is like some of the dudes who have won are like old guys and like fucking real like weird looking nerds, and they just. I mean, I watched like the sample clips. They're like fucking these chicks.
Do they like take the pills that make them last like forever? How long's a porno?
Yeah.
The only way you do this is if you're, like you said, an old guy who like doesn't use the internet. So it's no like shame to you. It's no harm to you. You don't even have the internet. You literally just found out about this because of the radio station, and you're like, all right, I'll fuck these chicks. And no one in your family even uses the internet. You're probably fat. You're probably in your sweatpants all the time. You probably live with your sister or something. That's the type of guy who does this.
Are you wearing a jean jacket?
Yeah, I was trying to. It's the only thing I own that is from Goodwill. I'm trying to blend in with the anonymous protester vibe, like just kind of like a regular guy here, just sitting. I don't own fancy stuff.
Price is Right, fail. One of the absolute most cocky moves, maybe of all time, to try to run backwards on a treadmill. And the face George is making is like, I can do this all day long. You blogged at KFC. What do you got?
Yeah, you can't. I mean, he's there for his golden pipes. This is clearly George just biting off more than he can chew. Like, just announce the prizes, announce the people. You do what you do. The minute you stray from that, you're taking a too big of a risk. And running backwards on a treadmill is like the fucking hardest thing anyone can do. I appreciated the way he just went down, looked up to the sky, and then you could tell he kind of tried to keep going with his job. But just, George, you got to scale it back, man. Too cocky.
Big Cat.
Hated this video. This is Bob Barker's rolling in his grave right now. This would never happen on Bob Barker's Price is Right. There's a formula for Price is Right. It's old ladies, a couple guys from the Navy, a sassy black chick, and Plinko, and a little tits and ass. Don't go away from the formula. When you got fucking guys coming out of the booth trying to walk backwards on a treadmill, that's when it all falls apart. They got the male models now. Like, not to sound like the old guy here, but this isn't My Price is Right. I hate this show.
All treadmill accidents, anybody who challenges a treadmill ends up getting spit out the same exact way. You fall, and then it just spits you out as you go. Treadmills are accidents waiting to happen. I'm glad he fell. I agree with some of Big Cat. I mean, I don't work from home like you guys, so I'm not there. And since you guys probably don't travel, you don't care about 2-hour commutes for no reason because protesters are sitting in the middle of the road.
Whoa. You slept in. You can't then, like...
No, I overslept.
Oh, even better. Even better.
You can't be like, they did that. They screwed me.
No, I wasn't personally affected, but one of these times I will be, and then it could be a falling down situation. The last one. This is another local story here in Boston. A Westport, and the facts of this case is strange to me. So a pizza delivery guy delivers a pizza. I want to say the bill was like, I don't know exactly what it was, but they gave him money, and let's say it was $12. They gave him like 18 with a 5 and a 1. He leaves, and they call back and say, "Give us back the change." Turns into the used car dealership tapes it because they have cameras. Put the thing on YouTube.
Here's your change. It just doesn't make sense why you would hand me a bill that you were just going to have me drive back here to give you back anyway. Because I gave you everything they gave me so we would get the correct change. So you handed me a $5 bill that you were going to ask for back? Correct. You ever gone to the supermarket and you give them a certain amount of money so they give you not a whole extra change? Extra. Not a whole extra bill extra.
Well, if you knew you had an extra bill, why didn't you say that to me?
Because nobody asked me for change.
You didn't give us a minute.
Because I got called out. I had even pointed out on the slip that each soda was $8. It's not like I just took off. I even explained that it was only 12 on the slip. So it's not like I just took off. I explained even the process of the...
Let's not, hey. Let's not be mad.
Oh, I'm not mad. I just had to waste my resources coming back here.
Yeah, but it's not.
All right, so listen. The manager apologized once for you. Do you want him to apologize again for you? Well, if you're not to the fact that my manager was my friend and that the owner would have had to yell at him, I wouldn't have came back. He would have had to come to the store.
Yeah, no,
someone else was going to come back,
don't even
It's okay. It's okay. You got your $7 back, so the world is right now. I've got you on camera, video, audio, everything, buddy, so...
Hey, open the door before I put my foot in your ass. How's that one?
And then it blows up in their face. They're getting assassinated on Yelp. It's on the front page of the local news. The pizza delivery guy now has a GoFundMe page. He's got $4,000 in it at last check. What did you guys have on this? I am sort of think it's a no harm, no. I don't think it was intentional. Let's say that. Big Cat?
The GoFundMe page is ridiculous. I can't get behind the new trend that, like, anytime anyone's ever wronged, everyone just starts throwing money at them. That's absurd. But once a pizza guy leaves your front door, it's over. The transaction is over. You don't get to call him back unless the order is wildly fucked up. And I'm talking wildly fucked up. Like, if I order pepperoni and they give me cheese, I probably still wouldn't even call. But calling over $5 makes you seem like the cheapest, biggest asshole in the world.
KFC?
Especially because they're the ones who fucked up. They gave, the way I understand it was like $43, and they gave 2 20s and 2 5s. That second 5 you wouldn't have to give at all, unless you were considering it a tip, because the 2 20s and the 5 would cover the bill. So anything you give extra for no reason, it's completely valid to assume that's the tip. So I don't think this guy did anything wrong. More to Big Cat's point, if you're fired up about $5 for a whole fucking office order of pizza, you're just a cheap dick. Then to videotape it and give him a hard time when he comes back, total dick move. But ultimately, everyone gets shit on. Everyone runs into fucking annoying people in their jobs, you shouldn't just get to put up a fundraiser and cash in on that. So just like everyone here on the panel, I think we're all kind of 50-50 on it.
Yeah, it's actually a great business idea to like just set up schemes like this and then put GoFundMe pages and make a ton of money. The pizza thing, I think what happened is these guys are just scummy, dirtbag cheapskates. If I understand what they were saying, the guy who was explaining, people chipped in the office and they want to divide the change back. So it's like when sometimes you have to break a bill with change. I think that's what he's saying. You could hear the guy say, I got called away and you left. Like I got called to the front and you were gone when I came back. So that's why I think, I don't agree with it. Once he's gone, it's over. It's $5. I think they're just like dirtbags, cheapskates, but they didn't understand in their own brain. They're like, oh, we got to get the money back and split it up. And they were almost caught off guard when he started being like, why'd you make me come back? It wasn't intentional. Where they went nuts is when they put the thing up on YouTube because they look like idiots. Right. And they actually thought they looked good. They're like, this guy tried to steal the change. What, Big Cat?
Well, the chick who like said, who was like, I'll put my foot up your ass after he was basically back in his car, she's the worst.
Yeah.
And if what you're saying is true, that they split it and they were like trying to give money back, come on. Once you're over like 23, 24 years old, you just split a bill evenly. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't.
If you're breaking a $5 for an office worth of change, everyone gets like 40 cents.
I think that's what they were doing. I've watched it a million times. I think that's what they're doing. And I agree. That's the only thing about the kid, everyone who feels so bad for him. Nobody said anything that bad till he was fucking gone. And then there were assholes after. The only reason he even knows that happened is because these fools put it on the thing. Either way, the GoFundMe page is nuts. That's the rundown.
Wait, what are these GoFundMe people, like, that guy is fucking gonna just go take $4,000 and, like, blow it at the strip club and fucking gamble. And I just don't understand what they feel fucking good about doing that.
It's this whole pay it forward society. Yeah. Pay it backwards. Get a job. Don't be a pizza. But I'm not going to say that. I feel bad. I said this in the blog. Like, if you're older than 16 and a pizza delivery guy who doesn't work at, like, a one-stop with your family or your friend, if you're like a Papagenos delivery person over 16, it's a real soft spot for me. It is. I feel terrible.
Papagenos.
You should go sit in the middle of a highway for those guys.
Maybe I will.
We should set up a GoFundMe to get some money to fight Anonymous.
Yeah.
I don't know that money even matters. I think they just...
No, Dave, come on, get on my level once. We're not going to fucking use the money to actually fight Anonymous.
We're going to steal the money.
Oh, yeah, we should... we should set up a GoFundMe.
Noodle brain over there. We should be selling shirts. We should be doing GoFundMes. You need to flip this whole thing on them.
Oh, I have the I Survived Anonymous shirts ready to roll.
Yeah,
those are
page views. I know.
Here's the problem, though.
Money off of it.
Here's the problem. Right now, like you said, we're like nothing to Anonymous. You start walking around in a T-shirt that says "I beat Anonymous." They've got to make an example out of you. So now you truly are picking the fight. They came at you the first time. I don't want to hold that against you. I'm still rowing to shore. But if you're poking the bear after they leave us alone, then I'm definitely out.
Are we left alone yet?
Well, I hope they don't watch this.
Aren't there still those terrorists going on in France? I mean, come on.
Yeah, well, here's what we also need to do. I heard that Anonymous declared war on ISIS recently. Yeah. So what we should do is redeclare war on ISIS and be like, let's go, Anonymous. Come on, let's do it.
Yeah, it's like the enemy of my enemy is my friend. You know what I mean?
We can think our way out of this one. I think maybe just sitting back and waiting for us to die is probably not the best approach. Let's get a little proactive. At least let's make a little money. Let's get ourselves a little safety net in case they take our whole lives down.
I'm going to be pissed if I have to get a real job again. It's going to suck. Here's the thing, though. Couldn't we we've talked about this before. We could just make, not barstoolsports.com and just keep doing what we do.
Bro, I have a million. Is Michael Scott paper company? I got a million names. We'll just change it and do it again. Our people just have to be on alert. It may radically change names. These people make no sense. These anonymous. I'm reading tweets saying that people should be killed is not voicing an opinion. Of course it is. How's that not voicing an opinion? I can say someone deserves to die.
Wait, are people still tweeting at you?
Yeah.
Oh,
of course. Because Anonymous has all these people. So now I got people coming out of the woodwork. They don't know the first thing about me. Just trying to be like, you're dead now, boy.
See, I think the move is you go Tegan on him. Go make a Hell's Bell video and come back in a few hours and it'll probably be over.
Dear FBI, this guy CC'd the FBI. Dear FBI, this appears to be a true terroristic threat of murder people. Investigate Stu Presidente. Terrorism.
This is where these pricks are just as bad as like the protesters.
Oh, see, KFC's starting to turn his boat around. His boat slowly.
I can't stand by when it's the protesters. They're just as bad. Anonymous and the fucking FBI should be worrying about the real threats and the real fucking terrorists, not idiot Portnoy. Fuck. I'm back. I'm back on the ship. Fuck.
Kill all these motherfuckers dead for daring to shed light on state-sponsored violence. All caps. I mean, it's crazy. Calling to murder somebody is not satire, but it fucking is. It like I've called. Listen, I've called for the death or murder of at least like 200,000 people since I've been doing Barstool.
But you doubled down. Like I asked you straight up.
These people deserve to be murdered. That's an opinion that I have.
It's not satire, though. That has nothing to do
No,
with satire.
that's an honest opinion I have. I do not condone murdering them, but they deserve to be murdered.
Right.
That's a huge distinction.
That's not like sarcasm, satire, hyperbole. That's
the truth.
Fact.
They deserve to be murdered. I do not condone murdering them. That's a huge distinction.
You just don't want your hands bloody.
No, I can't condone murder, but they deserve to be murdered. If there was any truth and fairness and justice, they'd be dead.
See, I feel like if you're not ready to murder them, then you shouldn't get to call for their murder.
It's like in Game of Thrones. Ned Stark makes his son chop the guy's head off because he's like, you got to learn.
No, I'm not that type of guy. I'm not that type of guy. I mean, I think people can deserve to be murdered, but I don't know that I can murder people.
Well, what about, like I said earlier, just giving the call?
What?
You don't have to fucking swing the axe or pull the trigger, but if they're like, Dave, we'll kill all of them right now if you say so.
With no repercussions?
If you put a button...
No repercussions, but you are the one who goes yes or no.
I'd kill him.
You'd kill him off.
Yeah. With no repercussions. Nobody involved in it faces any repercussions. It's legal. It's fair. I'd kill him.
Hank, make sure this gets lost.
No, that's true. That's why you can't murder, because you'll have to suffer the consequences, but they deserve to be murdered.
Thank God for the justice system to keep you from murdering people.
I mean, the justice system's fucked up. A lot of people, these people deserve to be murdered. Absolutely. You guys haven't dealt with them like I did firsthand. I was at their camp.
You almost got caught in traffic this morning.
No, I dealt with them. I went to Occupy Wall Street. I saw their whole game. I saw what they were about. KO Barstool when they held their rally again. I've seen these people. I've been in the trenches with them. They don't deserve to breathe the same air we do. They don't. I can't condone it because you're going to get punished. We live in a country where you can't do that. So don't do it. But if you said yes, let's just look at what's right and what's wrong. What's right is getting rid of these people.
All right.
Heated rundown. I spent all day trying to buy a ghost, and then Anonymous comes around. Can we actually do a GoFundMe for this ghost? I got the price going up on me like every fucking 5 seconds.
How much? Go join.
Went from 300 to 1,000 in a blink of an eye.
What comes with the ghost?
It's in a box. I don't know. In the middle of negotiations, I'm not ready to release the emails until we've come to a fair price. She literally was like, she listed it for 300, and then I emailed her asking her a bunch of questions. She's like, if you showed up with $1,000 cash, I wouldn't sell you the ghost. I was like, what? Okay. Now I want it more. Right.
I can't believe our site's still live. People now I'm getting like a non-stop stream now of people CCing the FBI.
I would just honestly go Hell's Bell. Just Hell's Bell it. Just go make a video for the next 3 hours, come back, it'll be gone.
I'll tell you what, no matter what, tomorrow I'm saying that I can't access the site and I'm taking a 3-day weekend. Anonymous got me. I'm out.
All right, later.